So in here is the very first little position. What is this place here? That looks very exciting. Wow. Eagle eyes? Yeah. There's a huge set of stairs up there. This is what it looks like to be inside a German underground World War II bunker without a flashlight. That is what it looks like with a very good flashlight. Oh yes, welcome to the History Hunter. Today, I think you're going to learn something. It's going to be pretty exciting what we're going to do here today. But firstly, welcome to the History Hunter. Welcome to our small explorers with the World War II time frame. If you are like us, you love to go out and explore. There is one thing that we really need out there, especially when we do the underground explorers and adventures. We need light, and we need very, very good light. For many years, we have used these Olights, and believe me, these have seen so much incredible history and underground, you won't believe it. Eagle Eyes, my son, has used this one for such a long time, and it's beat up and it still works, just works. And this is an incredible strong flashlight which just lasts forever. We've been very happy with that, and a few months ago a lady from a company called Wuben sent me a little mail and asked if I wanted to, have a flashlight for free to test it out and maybe share it with the world. And I said, no, we don't do that, because we only do stuff that benefits us going out doing the exploring. And we don't want to have stuff like that and being paid like a small penny to do that. If you can present us something that is good, we'll consider it. But we were thinking, well, we already have very good tools with the flashlight and these that we've been using for so long. So several months after, the lady contacts me again, and she says, what does it take to convince you to figure out if these flashlights that they have are at least as good as the ones that we have, or even better? I said, I really don't know. But then we made a little deal. We're not going to be paid anything. I said, send me this type. Send us all of that, and we'll do a comparison and we figure out whether these are better. One thing that struck me that is really tempting, this is, we haven't been out with them yet. This is before we go to these locations. What we really want to know is the following. Let me have a little example here. I'm going to show this weight for you here. And let me show you. This thing here is absolutely necessary to use out there. Check out the weight of that. Can you see that? 757 grams. And we have 2 of these that we carry around. Let me show you something here. 386. What is 2 of these? 760. So that means these 2 here do not weigh more than that one. And just imagine how much weight and space we will save. This one is very awkward to put into the backpack because of the format. It's constantly kind of bulging out everywhere. You cannot put it in a jacket pocket or anything like that. So, but it's a workhorse, and it really, really works. Have a look at this here. See that? It fits in my hand. It's so simple to put in the pocket, and it gives off a ton of light. But let me show you another example. This is Eagle Eyes' favorite. Let's put that on here. 196 grams. See how tiny this is. 120 grams. That means we're saving quite a lot of weight. And also, again, this with a clip, you don't even have to put it in your pocket, and it doesn't take a lot of space. And you might not think that that is so important, because if you go to explorers and do all of that, you need to have huge backpacks and all of that. But believe me, the less gear we can carry, the better it will be. But we don't compromise. The quality have to be so much better that it's worth our while. So what we're going to do now is that we're actually going to test these out, and we'll let you know all of our experiences. And if they're good, well, we let you know. If they're crap, well, believe me, Wuben, we will let people know. But what are we going to do? Well, we're going to bring these flashlights into the real life out there, and we're going to take you to 4 different positions. We're going to go to an area that we're going to pass within a few days, and I know these 4 areas or locations are there. First, we're going to go to a Luftwaffe storage facility, which is underground, where the Germans hid away some fuel and bombs and all of that. So we're going to enter. There's only one entrance. This one is closed off. So we're going to enter that one with the flashlights, and we're going to see if these can do the job there. And then we're going to continue. We're going to find a little Kriegsmarine bunker near a harbor, and we're going to go inside. We're going to go into the total darkness, and we're going to see if these lights can do the same job as these has done for a very long time. And if they do, we're going to continue to this incredible mountain facility at a German mortar position. And believe me, you really need a lot of light there. And if that wasn't enough, we're going to take you inside a huge compound inside a mountain. The Germans hollowed out the whole mountain. And, well, believe me, in there it is totally pitch black, dark. And if they will do the job, well, that's what we have to see. So why don't you join us? Let's go out and find these places and see if these lights could do the job for us in the future. We're at the first location, but just wanted to see or show you something here. This is so cool. This thing, I really longed for that, to be able to very quickly attach that to the backpack so you can open it and take it out. So that is a beautiful little thing. Let me show you something else here. See here as well, this is so ingenious. Just take it off, you guys. Oh. See here? And this little clip here is in heavy duty metal. And it's so easy. You could either attach it like on the belt there, on this side. I just love that. But now we're going to venture into the first underground complex here. So in here is the very first little position where we need the flashlights. Really have to squeeze down here. So Eagle Eye's going to start off with this Wuben X2. And he's going to see how much that can light up the internal of this German World War II location. So Eagle Eyes is just basically going to go in front of me with that light, and I'm just going to... This is a support punkt, a Stützpunkt for the Kriegsmarine and the activity that they had regarding a coastal artillery position that is here. All right, let's go inside and see how much this light helps us out. Let me see, Eagle Eyes. First thing here is that, let's stay on this side. And you have it on 3 now, haven't you?
I think so.
This is where you can see the shutter. Wow, that light is really distributing the light so nicely around here. So now Eagle Eyes is holding the flashlight flat. And that's on 3, isn't it?
I think so.
And it can actually last for several hours on that setting. Okay, good, good, good. Let's turn around and see if it can light up the internal here. Keep it flat at all time. Yeah, and you go in and we'll see. Just stand there. Let me see. You know, I'm really happy with that. That is just on 3, isn't it?
I think so.
That is really, really good. Okay, let's go all the way back to the end here, and then you can crank it up on turbo. So just shut it off first.
See how dark it is?
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Let me show them. This tiny little flashlight here now, it is extremely lightweight and small. And if you know, I can see in the screen and the camera that this is really going to work really well. Crank it down to 3 again. Just take it off.
Oh, that was...
That is plenty enough. Let me have and hold that flashlight for a little second, Eagle Eyes. I'm just gonna go kind of like and see. We're gonna work with this tiny X2 first. You know, and what I like with this, you see this here, if you hold it this way, it has a very wide cone with there's not a distinct center point, and if you turn it like that, you can definitely see how it turns on the high, low, and then on the width. And it really shows the whole wall. So I have to say, so far, this tiny little light is actually doing perfect here. And you can see this is another shutter. And this is where they had the electronics coming in, the communication equipment, all of that. It is still here. I'm going to come out to you here, you guys. Very muddy on the floor. It's just a tiny little position. There used to be an entrance exit here, but it's basically blocked off. And also you can see the shutter there. Let me go back. Just stand still, please. Stand still. Okay. So this thing here is so lightweight compared to the other ones that we've used. And I have to say, like this is just a tiny little setting. Second, even the second setting can do the job. And see here, that's the third. And then turbo, let's go off. That's insane.
And it also has a crazy...
And it doesn't get hot at all.
It also has the blind people mode, whatever it's called.
Let's see there. That's 3. Wow. I'm going to tell you a little bit more about the different specs of it when we come further in. We're not going to use the big one here. We just wanted to test the X2. And definitely, it really does the job. Let's go to the Luftwaffe position. If you want to rate that eagle eyes compared to the light it gives off from 1 to 10, what would you say it will have?
8 or 8.5.
8.5, I agree. Here you can see the charging port, and there's a little LED there that tells you the color, and that color tells you how much battery is left. But the form factor is just phenomenal. You have these 3 square LEDs, the clip. That is pretty awesome. Okay, let's go to the Luftwaffe position, Eagle Eyes. All right, we are at the second location, and Eagle Eyes just want to show a little detail. This thing comes with the flashlight, the X2, and see? It's like a red light. That is cool. All right, so we are going to test the X2 now here. Is it on 3?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or turbo.
Is it on turbo? Okay, put it on 3.
Yeah.
Here you can see. This place used to be a Luftwaffe storage tunnel system. And inside the tunnel, I think there's actually still Luftwaffe 200-liter fuel drum barrels. But what I wanted to do, let me have the flashlight, Elias. I just wanted to see, let's take that off. 1, 2, 2, 3, there it is. This tiny little light here is absolutely impressive, I have to say. Just have to say, it's very, very impressive. And inside here, this is a tunnel that leads further in there. And you can see this is amazingly strong to be that tiny. I'm going to take it off. I'm going to put it on turbo. I'm really impressed. And now you can see what I said about, see that? The cone changes from high-low to wide. And I'm really impressed that it doesn't have a strong kind of point in the middle that washes out this, the camera kind of view.
I like the red light.
Yeah. So we go down to 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to venture in here and I'm going to see if the flashlight actually... A lot of the stuff that is down here is from the German activity of the Luftwaffe. 200-liter fuel drum barrels everywhere, especially these 2 here. I'm 100% sure the original Luftwaffe ones. And you come here, and you can see there's the second entrance exit. Luftwaffe used this to store fuel and other pieces of equipment here. And you can see it's basically just a cutout in the mountain. This little flashlight is really, really powerful. So, do you approve, Eagle Eyes?
Yes.
Does it work? That is actually also, you can use it as a protective measure for the LED, the front there. Okay, put it on your belt. Let's see how that looks. That is so tiny. and so lightweight. Wuben, I'm impressed. The next location, we will test the Wuben X1. It's not a flashlight, Wuben says. And it's basically, Eagle Eyes, let me show you. Have you got yours? Put it next to me, mine. See that? It's basically the massive big brother of the X2. See this here? I really love this option that this little pouch gives me. I can basically just have it on my belt and then boom, it's ready. I love that little feature. Now, a real test. We're actually going to try the X2 as well, but now we're going to test these here. This is the Wuben X1 light duck, and that is also the Wuben X1 light duck, but in two different versions. That's like hard anodized black, and this thing, I'm not sure, it's white. Has a totally different kind of setup with the switch there. That is a countersunk switch. There's a fan in here that starts, I think, when it gets a bit hotter. And it just, well, inside here, you really need good light. So are you ready?
Yes.
Let's go. All right, we're going to start off with this in level 3. Yep. So where are we? This is a fantastic place. This is a German WW2 Stützpunkt, a support position. Above us, this is inside the mountain. Above us, are top. There are next to this one, each side, there are 2 huge mortar positions and a machine gun, a couple of machine gun positions and a lookout position. And you can see here it starts off with one of these hatches, and there used to be a door here to keep people out. And then you come in here, you can see that this place is actually rather big. And you can see here on this level, you can see it's very wide when you hold it flat like that. Oh, it got a drop of water on it. Doesn't matter. And you can see now, I'm very, very, very curious about how much it works when it gets further in there. But so far, it works really, really good. And you can see it's a substantial system. So I'm using it on 3. Maybe you can take yours, Eagle Eyes, and just shine a light down on mine. Don't put it on top level, just put it on 2 or something. Yeah, and you can see that. It really feels well. The fan hasn't started yet, but you can see here, I'm going to turn off mine, and Eagle Eyes is going to turn off his, and then he's going to put it on turbo. So you're going to see how insane that light is.
Ready?
1, 2, 3.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, and let's put this one on turbo.
Oh.
It's bright, it's daylight. This is insane. Okay, I'm going to take mine down to 3, and you can take yours off.
Oh.
Here you can see, it's a huge system. Me and Eagle Eyes, we're going to present this position in complete story for you later, so you can see what's here, basically on the mountaintop and in the fields around. There are some really special features here. But I have to say, this light is crazy good. And it feels so comfortable in my hand. And it's lightweight. You can see there's a second room here. All of the rooms are in brick. And you can see here. So let's put it down to the first level. So even on this, I'm going to put on the screen the different kind of settings and maybe how long it runs for that. But that is just first level. And that is actually enough. Second level, third level, fourth level, or whatever that is. Let me see. How come this is so powerful? Continue, Eagle Eyes. We're going to check out here. You can see it can easily light up Eagle Eyes on the second level here. And if you see here, there's the second entrance area. And you have a little room on the side here. And again, when I turn around, you can see you really need this flashlight here. Let me tell you or show you how it is without the flashlight. See that? It's not the camera that brings out the flashlight. It is actually the flashlight. I'm going to put it on second level. Still haven't heard the fan coming in.
Put it on turbo for 2 minutes.
Can you hear? No, the fan is not going.
What if I put mine on turbo?
Yeah, when you put it on turbo, as I said, you can see the different specs on the image. Wow. Here again, you can definitely see that it has this wide cone. And you can see now it gets narrow, wide, narrow. And I really love that because that is so useful
like
in
this
tunnels.
also.
Yeah, you can hold it flat and
If
you can turn
turn
it.
off yours,
Huh?
you can also hold like this, like you have it
Yeah, yeah.
cross or anything.
It's really, really good. So let me take it off and then we're going to hit it.
One.
Oh my goodness, these are so strong. But let's grab the X2 and see what that can do. All right, Eli's going to put the X2 onto the turbo mode. Hit it. And then just walk away. That is a formidable small light. Take down the cover and then shut it off and on. What does it say? Blue. It's still blue. My goodness, that lasts a long time. Now, we had this on for a minute on turbo. Can you hear it?
Yes.
You can barely hear that little fan. And that's no problem for us with the Explorers. Doesn't kind of make a problem for the microphones or anything. And I have to say, I am so thrilled about these Wuben lights. These will save us a lot of weight. And so far, they have worked so well. I mean, we've done a lot more behind camera here that you haven't seen because we're also creating some videos from some of these locations. And this flashlight has now been on for a lot. And you can see it is still blue. And you have the strobe if you want to have that. Wow. But guess what, guys? We have a last position that we're going to go to. And let's find out. We are at the last position. You can see outside here. A lot of things laying around. These are 200-liter fuel drum barrels, the type that the Luftwaffe used for the aircraft and storing petrol. And they're just laying around in the terrain here. I just love this light. And also I realized that the color grade of the light is actually very good for recording, at least for this camera. So I'm happy with that. So what do we have here? Well, it is a pretty substantial part of what was even larger around there. This is part of a Festung, a fortress, and all the other three that you've seen are just in the near vicinity, and there are actually 5 more underground complexes that is together a huge fortress, but this is one of the Stützpunkts. Stützpunkts mean that it's just a place where the Germans decided that, hey, here we need a place to kind of take the last stand and, keep our gear and cruise and all of that. There used to be a huge door here. There's not any door anymore. You can see the huge concrete rebars being pulled down. And again, I am so impressed with this light because it's so lightweight. When we walked over here, Eagle Eye said, "Daddy, the light is so light," and it is. It's very, very lightweight. Holy, look at that. This is what the Germans did here. And you can see it is pretty substantial. If you go behind me, Eagle Eye, I can show them the entrance. You see here. We're not 100% sure what took place here, but we think it's a storage, maybe a Luftwaffe bomb storage or fuel storage. And this place has kind of this room here, and it continues back to that feature there. And then you have to crawl through a tiny little opening to go to a stairway that actually leads you further up into the mountain. Because yes, we are inside a mountain here. But that gave me an idea. See here, Eagle Eye has already put his little X2 there. Let's try the X2, Eagle Eye. I'll shut this one and let's see what the X2 can do.
Get up there,
So I turn off this one. Now it's only the X2. Put it on the... That is insane. I mean, turn around. I could see the blue light again. This is lasting so long. So let me see. If you turn this off, turn the X2 off, and you put it on 1, and then 2, You see, already, is that 3 or 2?
That's 3.
Okay, put it on 2 again. 1.
That's 2.
That's 2. That's actually sufficient. I'm going to put the large one here on 2. There you are. And let's see yours. And when I take on mine, you take yours away. I'm really, really impressed with that little thing. And it's been running for at least an hour and 15 minutes or something in here. And I can use only, if I put it on 3, that is more than enough. And you can see also, still on the blue light, been used for, this one has been used for about 1.5 hours now. But have a look at this place here. This is amazing. So the Germans said, we need to keep people out from here. And they sure did. But why is there, is that a second, what? Where does that lead to? Wow. Eagle eyes?
Yeah.
That's a huge set of stairs up there. Gotta be kidding me. Wait a minute. Let me see if I got this right. Oh my goodness, there's a passage here. That is so cool. All right, Eagle Eyes is coming down the stairs here. What are you using, the X2?
Yeah, the baby.
Oh my goodness, that is really, really powerful. I cannot even see him. So that just tells you how good these flashlights work. Wow. I am really, really happy. These lights are going to be they're going to come in so handy, to be honest. Absolutely so handy. And see here, just that tiny X2 is more than enough for Eagle Eyes to shine up the whole place. Oh, let me see. Are you using just the, no, that's the big one, okay.
I used the little one.
That is shot by rubble. So they came in here, the Germans came in here, and then they made this passage down here. That means that this internal room here is kind of visible or accessible from both sides. I am, to be honest, absolutely impressed. What do you think, Eagle Eyes?
So about the Wuben X2, I think it's pretty lightweight and pretty strong to be small.
Strong, yeah. It looks like it can take a fall. And actually been dropped once now, so we know it can take a fall.
This one has been dropped also.
Yeah. What about the X1?
The X1, pretty powerful.
Yeah, pretty powerful. And so far, the battery has, yeah, you can see it on the bottom there. That's where it fell. It's been scraped already. But that's the whole point for us. The whole point for us is that this is no commercial or anything. We're not being paid anything to use these flashlights. If you're going to shine on this one, all we do is that we said we would take them out, try them out, and see if they can do the job. And if it's bad, we'll say it's bad. If it's good, well, you've seen it for yourself. And all that we have to do now, we're going to take you back to the History Hunter crib and just go through our kind of summary of the experience. And you can see that for yourself. There you go. 4 pretty cool German World War II underground locations. And believe me, we will show more from that in the future. But let me tell you guys and girls. So first, let me ask this young little explorer here. Did you enjoy using those lights?
Yes.
And tell me, which one is your favorite?
The small boy.
The small boy. I will have to kind of actually agree with Eagle Eyes, because this thing here blew me away. It is so handy with that very heavy duty metal clip here that attaches. And well, it works for a very long time, and you saw the result. So that is the Wuben X2. And one pretty little detail here that Eagle Eye said was about the charging cable that came with it. Show it to them so you can see what you mean. So you see the charging cable here? It's kind of like in this holder here.
So first you can take this off.
Yeah, and then take that off. There's a measuring kind of tape function in that.
That's long.
Yeah, that's about 1 meter. And then when you put that together again,
almost 1 meter.
you can actually attach the light to this holder here, and in that way you can actually have that around your neck, and you attach the light to that one.
Say like this is your neck, you have it like this.
Yeah, it's gonna hold like that. Then the Wuben X1, what can I say? This is absolutely a fantastic light, but as I said, we're not being paid to do this. We're not being paid to say anything. I just said to Wuben, all right, give us these different lights. We'll test them out. If they're crap, I'll just throw them in the garbage. If they're good, well, guess what? We're actually going to use them. But it benefits you as well, because now you can see. And we're going to definitely use these, aren't we, guys?
Yes.
We're definitely going to use these. But let me tell you, when we go out and explore, we normally have one of these, two of these, and two of these, okay? We put all of these under the weight on the scale, and we put all of these onto the scale. So this is the weight when we use two of these and that is bulky and it's pretty heavy. That is the weight using all of these four here. So we are actually saving 900 grams. It doesn't sound like much, but for us, the convenience part of this is that these are lighter and they are much better with the format. And as I said, I love the fact that this one goes straight into a jacket pocket.
You already have battle damage.
Yeah, battle damage. But that's what we do. We use them. We don't just talk about this and show you an unbox. There's no unboxing. We just use them. And for me, if they are good, we will use them. And I also loved this carrying case here. It looks like very heavy duty, sturdy for carrying it around.
So we show them how it looks like?
Yeah, it looks like that. And then you can just put that in there. Boom. And it's padded on the inside. And I just love how they thought about the small details. And there are charging cables. There's like a holder cable you can put onto the light here. And it's just small details that I love. Also, this one, when it runs on full, it doesn't kind of get very hot. This one does not get as hot. This one gets very hot when you use it. But let me show you a couple of the details that I kind of really enjoy in these. Here's one of the best details that I like now. These, when you charge them, as I said, you can use a normal USB-C and you put it right there into whatever you want to. These that has been such good lights for us, well, guess what? You cannot charge them that way, because what you have to do, you have to have this special cable from Olight, and it's magnetic. At first I thought that was fantastic, but then there are quite some issues actually with that, because it will get stuck to nails and small metal particles, all of that. And to be sure, you have to unscrew this so that it doesn't kind of accidentally discharge itself. So you have to unscrew that, and when you charge it, you are needing one of these cables. And now we don't need that. So that is a hassle, and some of these has broken as well for us. So, but it works okay. It's a good way to charge it actually, but so much more convenient that you have that charging port there, and you also just flip up this and boom, you have that charging port right there. And now for a little detail for us, sometimes we do walk-bys inside the caves or the underground complexes, and you want to kind of position the flashlight somewhere, and look at that. That's constantly what these are doing. They are kind of rolling around like that, and it's difficult to put onto something flat because it will roll and roll. Look at these. They're so stable. You can either put it like that on a rock, you can put it like that, like that. They are just very stable, and you can flood the whole roof when you take some photos. That is also something that I think is very good with these. They're more stable if you just put them on the ledge and you walk by or whatever you want to do. These, they constantly roll around. And again, the format, check this out, check this out. Eagle eyes, let me see your hands. Yeah, hold your hands here. You see that? It's so small, this one, and when you put that in the backpack, it takes more room, more place, more space and volume.
Let's take a look at something.
Yeah, that one, the big one, is almost just like that, and then you come with that one, boom.
Oh, that's so
This is so heavy. So I like these because of the form factor, that it doesn't do, just like you saw, roll around like that. Another thing that we have experienced before, that is that these, it's easy to kind of let them crank up by themselves in the backpack, and suddenly you come, this thing here, when it's fully kind of up there, it really gives up a lot of heat, and we actually melted one of the backpacks inside once with that being on for full.
No, that was that one.
Yeah, that one, some of them. Nevertheless, what's cool about these is that you can really make sure they doesn't come on by accident. You can see I can click it and nothing happens. So you have to click or open it up by 1, 2, 3, 4. It will give you a confirmation of there. See that? Now it is kind of locked, and then 4, and then it's ready to be used.
Oh Jesus! Take
So you have to really 1, 2, 3, 4. You'll get the confirmation, and boom, you can't do anything with it. It can't start up by itself.
That's the same for this one.
Yeah, same for this, and the same procedure. And that is so cool for Eagle Eyes, because he doesn't have to kind of comply with different kind of procedures because of this one, and this one, and this one. And all of these has the same kind of programming, and that is very simple for him to use. So Eagle Eyes, did the cow accept the quality?
Yes, very good. Very good. Accepted. Top quality.
All right, guys, won't bother you too much more here now, but nevertheless, it was our way to figure out, are these going to be our future companions out there?
Yes.
For me, absolutely yes, 100%. Will we use these as well? Well, we will, but I think we're going to use these for now on and just see if there are any weaknesses, and we will definitely share that with you. So far, it lasted all day long, and me and Eagle Eyes, we did a lot of stuff that you didn't see in the video here, because we used them for other things as well in there. I took some photos. Also, we started on a video for one of the positions. So yeah, they lasted a very long time, and you saw the data on the screen, and you can figure out all of that by yourself. And you can see when you go into locations like this, you definitely need very, very strong and powerful lights, and if they last for a very long time, that's good. I don't care about all of that spec crap. I just want it to work and do the job every time we go out. And if they do that for us,
Thumbs up.
well, guess what? They would probably do it for you as well. Me and Eagle Eyes, we will leave a link in the video description for Wuben Light. You can check them out and see whatever you want to figure out for yourself. You can go on YouTube and see a lot of tests and all of that. This is our way to just figure out, did they really kind of work for our purpose? For me, huge thumbs up, they definitely did. And I can promise you, we will, yeah, thumbs up from Eagle Eyes and the cow. And we will definitely bring them along, and whatever comes up, we'll let you know. And in the meantime, we just want to say thank you for being here. Different video today, but I thought it could be helpful for you to learn more about it, and for us, they will definitely do a good job in the future, we hope. All right, stay safe, keep smiling, and from History Hunter and Eagle Eyes, bye-bye.
Bye.